This is the story of a CIA operation to sabotage the Soviet Union. Tricking Moscow into stealing booby-trapped software that triggered the world's largest non-nuclear explosion in the main Siberian gas pipeline and helped to destroy the emerging Soviet economy. In the 1980s, Ronald Reagan called the Soviet Union an evil empire. This chilly rhetoric froze US and Soviet relations in an already Cold War. Siberia has one of the world's largest gas fields, but it's thousands of miles away from their potential customers in Western Europe. The UK was desperate to get more gas, as Margaret Thatcher had decimated the coal industry and had turned the electricity generation plants onto natural gas. But there was not enough North Sea gas to supply the long-term needs of the UK. A new deal with Russia promised an endless supply of gas, coming down the new Siberian pipeline and connecting to the German gas network and then onto the rest of Europe. The Reagan administration wanted to cripple the Soviet economy by stopping the gas flowing and so stopping Western currency being paid to Russia. The CIA came up with an audacious plan to economically cripple the Soviet Union by closing down their natural gas industry. William Casey, CIA director, described the mission as cold-eyed economic warfare. The Russian pipeline was robust, large, but old-fashioned. Pumping stations and valve gear were controlled from remote centers. Many of these systems relied on basic analog signals sent over phone lines to turn on or off pumps and valves. A KGB agent in France named Vladimir Vetrov was approaching Western companies for software to update the Soviet gas pipe network. His efforts to purchase or steal Western technology came to the attention of the CIA. The USA, using a team of hackers, cleverly wrote bogus industrial machine code software and sold it to the KGB spy. The software was installed, and after a pre-programmed delay of a few days, the bogus software cleverly started to sabotage the pumps and valves along the Siberian pipeline. A CIA report states, "Our software made the pumps go haywire, causing enormous pressure buildup in the pipe." In 1982, the most monumental non-nuclear explosion and fire ever seen was observed in Siberia. The blast was clearly visible by space-based spy satellites, and even seismic stations used to record earthquakes. The project exceeded the CIA's wildest dreams. There were no reported casualties in the explosion, but it was so dramatic that the first reports are said to have stirred alarms in Washington of a Russian nuclear explosion or accident. The Russian spy, Vladimir Petrov, was implicated in procuring the bogus software and was executed. On the 29th of November 2010, Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad stated that a computer virus had caused problems with the controller handling his nuclear centrifuges at the Natanz facility. This is now known to be another CIA virus attack, and became known as Operation STUXTET. Today, cyber warfare is a global phenomenon. The US and Europe spend millions trying to protect critical infrastructure from attack. Enemies and rogue states are constantly looking for clever ways to cripple our banking, communication, or basic infrastructure. Next time you lose the internet or have a serious power cut, wonder if this is a planned attack and not just the neighborhood tree fallen down. The truth is out there.